hell is that? Oh, it's gone. Never mind, it's gone.
Okay. Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Well, let me turn this one on so I can at least read it.
Yeah, I need to turn this one on too.
Obviously, you can bet I'm going to be putting my. I just got to put it in here because we're streaming from the McDonald's and they got stereo on it, and unfortunately, I can't get rid of the music. So it was easier just to turn it on that way. Yeah, I got to get a new iPhone. I could get myself. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I could get myself another phone. Yeah, I know there's no SIM card in it. Bite me. Like this one didn't. Okay. Alright, so now I need to know, am I connected to their network, McDonald's here? Let's see. See. McDonald's. Free Wi-Fi. I know it's unsecured, damn it. Don't have to tell me the obvious. Oof, I hate this thing when they do that. It's like they design these networks for idiots. Alright. Why isn't it connected now? Do I have to log in first?
Hi, everybody.
Alright.
Anybody on here?
That'll be on shortly. Okay, I gotta log in, so I gotta agree to connect to Wi-Fi. So I was looking for that screen.
Oh, your lovely friend is live.
What's that?
Oh, your lovely friend Noodles is live.
Yeah, Noodles.
Does he do this on purpose because he knows you're going live at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, I know. He also realizes too is that I got the setup now where he can't really easily mess me up as much as he used to. Not saying he can't mess me up. So commercials. All right. Let's see if I can bring this a little closer to us.
Why can't I find you?
6 watching already.
Already 6 people are watching?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
How are you all today?
So basically, everybody, as we are here, McDonald's, I had to switch the SIM chip into the Android phone because the problem is that the McDonald's music is too loud and they actually will come through and copyright me. So I just had to put my SIM chip in my iPhone, or from my iPhone in my Android phone, and because we don't get the new access to the new Wi-Fi until the 11th of July. So that's reasons why we have this set up like this. So we were talking before we came live about what's going on in a couple different levels.
In this freaking world.
Huh?
In this world.
Oh,
the world is crazy.
And the apartment. because there's a lot of things. Of course, I didn't share the stream out anyway. Duh. No. So might as well do that share. Of course, I just got live. So we're going to share this out to. Obviously, I don't have to share it out to you. Right here.
I'm already here. You don't need to share it out with me, and I can't see the chats. Who the heck is...
I don't see any chats on this one either.
Yeah, there was. It disappeared.
Oh, I know, because off the screen, yeah. So, let's see. Let's go to... just general chat and Discord, get that out. So... that's it. From Stan, he says, coffee...
Oh, we're having coffee.
You should have had maybe coffee early in the morning at 6 a.m.
Well, we're not up at 6 a.m. You're not.
Besides, right now, Stan, I'm retaining too much water anyway. Which is absolutely true. And people don't realize that. So...
but she's only having 1 cup of coffee. She's not having nothing to eat. They're saying why you keep eating bad food from McDonald's. You should get a Caesar salad.
I can't eat Caesar salad because there's some ingredients in it. But, oh, that was a colossal mistake. Eddie bought all those salad mix stuff and he never used it.
I know, man. You want to know something? This was a colossal mess. Ed went out and bought salad mix, saying that he wanted to try to eat a little healthier, and he never ever made any of it. He bought like 3 bags of salad mix and stuff, and dressing, and never ever made it to go with anything he was eating.
Well, the thing is, too, is that Ed is just as depressed as I am. And we know it's depression. I'm not stupid. Let's see, make sure I plug this in the right hole. Alright, let me see if I can bring this camera a little down. Okay.
I have not had any coffee today. This is my first coffee. I never drink more than 1 cup a day.
Bullshit, I drink at least 3. Well,
Me, I don't.
Alright.
You're going around in circles.
Well, we just went live again, so. Yeah.
Well, I don't add any sugar to my coffee, so that's a good thing. And flavored water with no sugar in it, the natural flavored water.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Anyway, as far as today, guys, I don't know what the story with the internet is. I'm not gonna lie to you because I did set up a tunnel there and everything, but
It just went offline and we didn't do nothing.
Right. Yeah, but that could be because the internet could have been busy too.
Yeah, it could have.
I just yesterday we had no problem, but the day before we had problems. So they're still up to their bullshit, which seriously pisses me off.
So what is everybody up today on this lovely day, or if it's a nice where you live? I know it's a nice day in Connecticut. In Winston it's going to be 75 degrees today.
Yeah.
It's sunny out. So
And
Yeah, I'll enjoy my coffee. I only drink one coffee a day, so this is it. I don't drink, and the rest of the day I drink flavored water, natural flavored water, with no added sugar. None, not even the fake sugar.
I don't think Tunnel Bear does branding.
No, I don't think Tunnel Bear does branding neither, where she can call it Polar Tunnel Bear.
Thing is try to keep the network alive, because it's, like I said, it was going to stream with my iPhone.
But she can't stream because they have the music on a little bit.
This thing's too hypersensitive, so then it picks up the music and then we get copyright. So,
Oh, you're mowing the lawn today in the United Kingdom? Yeah, it's a nice day here too. People should be out mowing the lawns. The ones that don't work are the landscapers that mow lawns for a living.
right now it looks like some of the lawns are turning brown.
But we're not getting a lot of rain, so you shouldn't really mow your lawn too much here in
We're not
Connecticut, United States, because we're not getting that much rain, and it looks like people are out sprinkling their lawns and getting them wet so they don't turn brown.
Yeah.
We haven't really been getting much rain at all.
I noticed the picture's really choppy. But then again, I don't know if this is because of McDonald's Wi-Fi or because this one's on Wi-Fi right now.
Oh, no. Mine's not. Look.
Okay. Because mine is...
Yeah.
Because it's using their network, that's why.
Oh, nice. You're having a cup of tea. Once in a while I drink tea. But I tend to drink one coffee a day and have flavored water and cut back on my food because I did lose 23 pounds, so I'm hoping I'm losing some
I'm
more.
going to lose weight too. I got a big water bag in the front of me.
Well, I lost 23 pounds, so...
I've been trying to stay hydrated, so I've been drinking a lot of the lemonade. And the problem is I love it when it's mostly frozen and I can eat like a slushy. It is good and bad. It's good because I'm staying hydrated.
But it's bad because it's got a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah.
You have to drink more water, flavored water. Take a lemon and squeeze a lemon in your water.
Well, I don't have a lemon squeezer.
You don't need to, you could squeeze it by hand. That's what I do.
No. So anyway...
Hey, Johnny wants to know if you have, he wants to know if you have heartburn issues.
I have heartburn issues. I have acid reflux.
Yeah, that is heartburn.
No, usually acid reflux is a lot more serious.
Hello?
Because it climbs right up your throat, burns out your esophagus.
What? No. Well, what do you want me to do about it? I can't do anything.
So, right now there is no closed caption, so I
How you getting there? Yeah, you're not getting there by me. No, not today, because you're not getting there by me. Don't give me an attitude. Because you're trying your damnedest to get me not to be able to hang out with nobody because you don't like it when you have to watch Sophie by yourself. You don't have to say that. You're trying to get me to go home. Hello, Tiger Kitty.
Just having breakfast and a cup of tea. Well, anyway, so the question is what's going to happen with the people that came by here yesterday. We got a couple new visitors that came in, and it was kind of interesting seeing a few that came in from Ernie's channel. But I didn't see a lot of them. I saw like 2 people maybe from Ernie's channel come into it yesterday. So I'm on for the okay. Well, I try to avoid triggering my acid reflux by not trying to get too stressed out, because that's what really kicks in really bad. Because right now I can't afford to keep popping pills. Because it's getting to be too expensive to keep popping pills.
Cost. She has to pay a copay, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Could you tell us a bit about having being switchboard separated from the building? No, I haven't been that for a while.
What?
Basically, when we had the whole phone line was set up to that, several apartments were on the system. So that
She doesn't do that anymore.
I know, I'll explain that. But
Yeah.
so what we would do is, some people couldn't afford to get home phone service, or they really couldn't afford to get cell phone service out. But nowadays it's really not. I don't know, it's just something that we don't do anymore. It's just,
Because all the old tenants moved out. She did it for one tenant that she knew that was friends with Dory.
that way. No, I wouldn't say no. We didn't have the building issues, but it was just a royal pain in the ass. Really, I didn't mind doing it to a point.
She was just trying to be nice to this one person.
Well, to several people actually.
Well, she don't do this anymore. Yeah, it's a little bit busy today here at McDonald's.
Yeah. As long as they can't hear the music, that's all that YouTube cares about.
But I don't hear no music anymore. They look like they shut it off.
Oh no, they're still playing it.
Noodles is trying to say that the cops are on their way.
For what?
I don't know, but Tiger Kitty just deleted it. He's trying to say the cops were on their way.
Well,
For what?
yeah, I'm in a public place anyway.
So why would the cops be on their way? What did you do? Nothing.
I hate that Noodles guy.
No, but he came on and he said the cops are on their way. But Tiger Kitty blocked it.
Yeah. Tiger Kitty, can we do me a favor and block this guy?
He did. He hit it. He hit him. Tiger Kitty, block Noodles the King, please.
Yeah, she did.
Okay, good. Because I don't know why he's saying the cops are on their way. None of us did anything.
That makes no sense. There shouldn't be any police involved in it at all. I just still don't understand why you even do this, Noodles, you cop caller. You know, why do you do that to people?
Because he has nothing better to do in his life but stir up trouble for everyone. He gets joy out of it, and it's sick. It's a sick way to get joy. He gets joy out of making other people's lives miserable.
Yeah. I don't think Ernie Shelton very much either.
Who cares, and continue on with the show, Michelle. She blocked him, so if he comes back on with another profile, she'll block him
Besides,
again.
if the cops came in here right now, what would they see? 2 people sitting on a table.
Don't worry about it, Michelle. Yeah, don't worry about it, Michelle.
Besides that, as like I said, They probably just basically glazed their eyes over. Yeah, well, right now there's not really much to talk about. It's just, like I said, Krista came. We looked at the apartment.
Ed making that. Ed made that
Ed made a mess
apartment.
of it again.
Ed made that apartment so disgusting. It's gross.
It's disgusting. It
And
smells like pee.
And even if she were to go and clean it up, I told her at the end of the day, it would have been a waste because he would have had that apartment a mess. That apartment is disgusting. She had that apartment looking nice.
I'm thinking about seriously going to a hotel, just basically tell the Ed, you leave it alone, it's yours.
She's thinking about moving to a hotel.
Because, it's like...
Why is it really smelly and messed up? Because Ed. Because of Ed. That's why the apartment is a mess. Michelle can clean it up and Ed makes it a mess.
The only thing is how would I get the computer to the hotel?
Michelle can clean it up and Ed will make it a mess. At the end of the day, the place will look like a disaster.
Because Ed's not keeping it up. He's not.
Ed's not even doing anything. He even admitted to the nurse. He told me this morning. He admitted to the nurse. The reason he don't go outside is he don't feel there's nothing to do. He doesn't even walk. I said to Michelle, he can walk down the stairs, walk to the park, which is not that far, sit out, enjoy the fresh air.
Now, but the problem is there was some residual stuff from the past. That's the problem.
Sit out at the park, and then for a little bit, and then go back home. He don't want to do nothing. He don't even want to walk. He walks around the apartment. That's it. Why does it smell like pee, Michelle?
Really depresses me.
Is he not using the toilet?
He's using the bathroom, but it's just like the residual pee left over from, when it was having problems earlier. I think it still remained in the air. But
I don't know. She said it's gross. He's using the bathroom.
The kitchen looks like a disaster. After I cleaned it when he was gone.
He used the bathroom this morning, but she said she thinks that it's because he's nasty. He don't change his clothes for like
That definitely doesn't make it smell better either.
A week, and then he changes his clothes. And his socks are so black it ain't even funny.
Yeah, it's not my bed. It's the whole apartment. My bed is actually probably the better smelling part of it. I just, like I said, I just ready to go to a hotel and just tell Jimmy, go fuck it.
She's ready to go to a hotel and spend more money, $200 more a month, than she does paying rent.
How you doing?
Then, you want to know what? Ed won't be able to live there because Jimmy won't accept $400 for rent.
I don't know. I have to call the Lakeside Motel and see if there's an opening.
She might go to the Lakeside Motel.
Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can get this stupid thing to shut up. Alright. I thought I turned on Do Not Disturb. Duh.
That's not Ed's apartment. Michelle lived there way before Ed did.
Yeah, it's my apartment.
John Heyman, Michelle lived there way before Ed did. She was nice enough to let Ed live there, and this is what he does. This is the thanks he gives her.
It's just...
And he doesn't even help pay any of the bills. He only pays the rent to the landlord, and he doesn't help doesn't help her pay any.
Yeah, if I leave, Ed's going to be screwed. He's going to have to figure out how to pay $800 a month.
No, if Ed leaves, if Michelle leaves, Ed's going to have to go because he can't afford it. And there is going to be nobody in their right mind who's going to want to live with him. How dirty and disgusting he is.
I mean, maybe we could talk to Jimmy about it, but I think Jimmy's going to say, look, I need the 800, I need the 400 and the 800.
He's going to say, I need the $800 to live there. He's going to say, you at least need to pay as much as Michelle did. And he can't afford that because he only gets like $830.
Well, me and Krista could try talking to Jimmy about it. But I don't know what Jimmy would do about it.
Jimmy probably wouldn't do anything because he's making $1,200 on that apartment, so he probably would do nothing about it.
Jimmy won't even do anything with the cockroaches.
He won't even do anything about the cockroaches, never mind the one that she got living in her apartment. He doesn't care. All Jimmy wants is his rent money. Jimmy doesn't care.
Well, you know what Jimmy would say is, just like Elsa said to Anna, then leave if you can't live like this.
Then Jimmy would say, just leave then if you can't live like this, because he's a slumlord. I live there. He doesn't care. Because what he'll do is fix your apartment up a little bit, and he'll rent it out. Somebody else will rent it out, and then he don't care. He doesn't care.
Who else would he rent it out to if it's still there?
He said, what does the nurse think?
I don't know.
We don't talk to the nurse because we can't talk to the nurse.
Because we don't have a release sign for this to talk to the nurse.
No, we don't have a release sign. And he's disgusting. Disgusting.
Yours are half mass. You must be feeling a bit better. Yeah, because I'm getting a chance to talk to some people about stuff. You know, let me see if I can get this. Oh,
He's disgusting. His clothes are disgusting. His socks are black.
he doesn't wash them.
They're supposed to be white. They're black. He doesn't even want to make initiative to say, here, Michelle, here's $3.50, and you take your clothes and you wash my clothes with them, $3.50.
I don't exactly know what you can do, since the problem is, I'm the one who has to get out. It's the easiest for me to get out than for him to get out.
Michelle, if you want her to make some calls, you have to give her the word, Tiger Kitty said. But you have to be on the same page.
I know. But the thing is I'm the one who's thinking about getting out, not him.
Yes,
I've got my other reasons to get out.
Why?
Noodles, and this friend, these little men in blue keep showing up at my door.
For what?
I don't know. He just sends them out of there. Comes up with some bullshit reason, and then they show up. Latest one was domestic disturbance.
But don't they realize that this guy's all the way in New Jersey?
Yeah.
Well, then how the hell is
So
they...
he's calling the Winston police.
But my point is, the Winston police are that stupid to realize how is he going to know if there's a domestic violence going on in your apartment if he's in New Jersey?
Because he's calling from an anonymous phone number and using automated recordings. Giving my address and phone number. Just knocked out 3 separate cases in less than 10 minutes in Norwich. Driving back to work and eat this healthy salad. Yeah, well, like I said, you can be on the same page as me. Find me a place to go. I originally planned I'd like to go to the Midwest. Get away from this state. Get away from the state's bullshit.
Michelle, it's the same everywhere. It's not perfect
I know.
you go. You got your faults everywhere you go. If you go where there's... How are you going to get around, Michelle, if you go to a town that's worse than Winston and it has no stores? How are you getting around?
I understand
Michelle, you can't drive, so you don't have a car.
We talked about this before we came on here.
Yeah, but Michelle, you're saying about going to an isolated area where there is cheaper rent. You do not have a car to drive to the next town that has stores. So that's not an option for you, Michelle. It's not an option to go to a state where there is one convenience store and that's it, Michelle. And they might not even do Instacart, nothing. You're going to go to a town where there's nothing? You can't drive. You got to think of this. And there's no mass transit for you to take. I won't be living out there. So who's going to cart you around? You can't just decide you're going to move, Michelle. You got eye problems. You don't drive.
I know that. But Krista, we can't stay here either. Okay, for the reasons that... What are we going to stay here for? What is there? You stay in an apartment that smells like a cesspit because some man cannot even bother to wash and clean his clothes, cannot even bother to take care of himself, basically sits there and makes excuses to not do anything. He's not helping me. He's certainly not helping himself. And I just want to get out. You know, everybody says you should get out anyway. It gives too many croaks and you have no place to go.
If he did his doctor.
It smells dirty. It smells unsanitary. It's just nasty. The smell of garbage in the kitchen. I took out the garbage.
It's not the garbage. It's Ed.
It's
you
Ed
don't take a bath. It stinks. It smells in there because you got his dirty clothes lingering around that he doesn't wash.
I want to get out of there.
He doesn't wash his
So,
clothes.
Tiger Kitty, it's not throwing Ed out. I want out. Okay, that's the difference. I want out.
It smells like stale, dirty, nasty clothes. Dirty, nasty. It's
It
nasty.
smells like a freaking gym locker room.
It smells like a gym locker room because he doesn't wash his clothes. He takes all his dirty clothes, puts them in a pile, and never washes them.
Because he said, when you get to lunch,
Then he goes to the laundromat. He doesn't even want to. He has Michelle go to the laundromat. He doesn't even give Michelle half the money for the laundry.
He did give me the money.
He did? Good. I'm glad he did. He gave Michelle half the money, which was $3.25.
Yeah.
I'm glad he paid her because it's not right for her to pay for his load of laundry neither to be washed.
Les Will with me or close to me.
No,
Is that what you're afraid of, Tiger Kitty?
Michelle's
Oh,
rent is
yeah, have an old
$800.
address on it.
Wait.
We wouldn't have any new addresses.
Michelle pays $800 for rent. No, they don't do half. Ed's rent is $400.
Yeah, you would have a would be, but that's not the way the landlord's doing it anymore.
The
Other landlords are doing the same thing.
They're not doing that anymore. You live there and you want to bring in a roommate, then now the roommate has to pay $400. That's not the way Jimmy's doing it. He's renting it out as he's adding more money onto the rent. What he's doing is he's making the next person pay $400 or $500. He's not doing it like that anymore where you split the rent. Most landlords are raising the rent. If you bring somebody else in there, they're raising the rent up. I know that.
Charleston, North Carolina.
I know for a fact. My friend had somebody move in, and the landlord raised the rent up $300 for that person moving in.
Well, even if I move long term, which is how to get some of the stuff that I do want to take with me there.
How is she going to get the stuff where she wants to move? That's the point. Where is she going to... No, but another thing is, Ed, he pays Jimmy the $400. That's wonderful. But he doesn't give Michelle anything towards the bills. And he has $400 left over. And what does he spend it on? Beer. He doesn't give Michelle not even $100 of it and say, here you go, Michelle.
Sometimes he gives me food stamps.
Big freaking deal, Michelle. He gets them for free. He doesn't give you any of his money. It doesn't help you pay your bills that you have to pay.
Right, I agree.
It doesn't matter. Big deal. I can give you food stamps all day long. I get them for free.
Right. Oh, by the way,
He should be giving you money for the garbage bags, for the toilet paper, for the dish soap. He should be giving you money towards the internet that he kindly uses, for the lights that he turns on at night.
Yeah.
He doesn't give you any money, and you don't even enforce him to give you any money. So,
FC tried to help you 2 years ago to get you this. I don't want to be in assisted living. That's the thing. Okay? I don't need assisted living. Ed does. I don't.
he doesn't want to live in assisted living place. She wants an apartment. She's more
But
than,
maybe I would have one in the senior community, though. Or elderly community. I would consider that.
low-income elderly community she would, but she doesn't need an assisted living. She doesn't need someone bathing her. She doesn't need someone bathing her.
The problem is that Ed's the one who needs this.
Ed always claims he
Don't
doesn't.
even know if it's case management, if he even has case management, if they're going to help him with this stuff.
And you know what, Christina, Ed does not go half on nothing. He always claims he has no money. He has $400 left over that he doesn't spend it on anything but beer. He could give her a freaking $100 and say, here you go. Put 50 on the light bill and here's 50. He could give her $100, but he don't give her nothing.
Right. And then he wants me to sell his trading stuff? No way. That's your job.
You sell your train stuff. You sell the train stuff.
Oh, I don't have a bank account.
You
Then
sell
go
the train.
downstairs and get one.
You sell the train stuff, and you should get half the money.
I don't want anything to do with his stuff. It's his stuff. He takes care of it. I really don't. I don't want to deal with it. Right now, guys, the world is
You
going
have to
crazy.
put a plan in action. Things won't change if you don't put a plan in action. All Ed does is give Jimmy $400. He doesn't help Michelle with anything. I've known Ed for almost 2 years, and he has given Michelle
Really little.
maybe $50 twice on the electric bill in the almost 2 years he's lived there.
Yeah, that's all right.
About $100 is all he's given Michelle. He doesn't offer to buy garbage bags. He doesn't offer to buy nothing. He doesn't say, Michelle, you bought the last garbage bags. So here you go. I'm going to buy these garbage bags. I'm going to give you $25 to go out and buy garbage bags, toilet paper, dish soap, whatever we need.
And the thing is that people make fun of me and saying that I'm dirty.
It does go on booze. It does.
It does.
All of his money goes on booze. And it goes on Instacart, which is the $10 fee to deliver your food.
I mean, the thing is, it's so disgusting. Is okay, like, why? Okay, why do people think I'm dirty? I'm not a dirty person, really. I'm not. I try really hard.
Michelle uses Ed's EBT card all the time. No, Ed uses his EBT card and buys 95% of the food he likes.
He buys the food a lot on his EBT card. I have my own EBT card. Why would I need to use his?
Ed buys 95% of the food that he likes.
Right. And then he fills the refrigerator up with the stuff and he doesn't use it.
And he doesn't use it and it goes to waste.
I bought, because it was on sale and because the preppers are saying in the store, I tried to buy some dry food that doesn't need refrigeration.
And Ed don't even leave her any room in her refrigerator to put food she wants in there.
Which is not much, because I realized that if we lose power because of what's going on, guess what? That's going to go bad. So I've been buying dehydrated foods, things that we can use, and canned foods that we can use if we lose power.
He buys booze with his food. He bought a lot of train stuff with his money.
Now he wants to sell it.
Now he wants to sell it because he says, oh,
I got too much.
I got too much, I don't need it. I don't have a stable place to live. I don't know if I can stay here.
Well, let's put it this way. If I walk out, he's going to be paying Jimmy $800 a month, and then Jimmy is going to make sure he gets it. And I won't be there to go running to the ATM for him. So he's going to have to figure out how to do that.
I know. $650 a room can go for here in Connecticut. I know. My friend rents out a room in the state of Connecticut, in a town away from us in Torrington. And he pays $625 a month for a room. So yes, I do know that a room itself can go for that much.
Let's see. Christine says you got looking after yourself. Then the cats. It's not on. What's not on?
Hey, Tiger Kitty says, I know a woman, a cat woman, who is renting out a room for $700. I could call her if you want. I will say she's a bit of a hoarder and has a few cats.
I have a cat.
No, she said she could get you a room
Oh.
in an apartment for $700.
Okay, where?
Where is this room?
Is it near any of the things that I need?
It needs to be near stores. It needs to be near some stores because if she don't have me and I don't live in the same state or town as her or close by, I can't bring her. It's in Maryland.
Okay.
But is it near any stores?
Mass transit, buses.
Is it near any transit buses? Is it near any stores where she could walk? Because she don't drive, so she needs to be able to walk. Does it at least have a Dollar General and a grocery store or something else? Because she can't be in an area where there's no stores at all.
See, that's what makes it hard. That's why we chose this apartment in the first place, because it was such.
She has to choose. She has to choose her apartments where there's at least a few stores nearby. The bus stop is just across the street. So, or Michelle.
Yes, the bus stop is just across the road. How about the security deposit money, the application fee?
No! The
Pet
lady
fee?
just wants to rent a room. You're not getting an apartment by yourself.
Oh.
The lady wants to rent a room out for $700.
I want an apartment. I want an apartment.
Well, Tiger Kitty, she wants an apartment all to herself. She doesn't want to live with anybody, I guess.
No, I don't. Because I like my privacy. Then I can, for example, if I want to stream late at night, I can stream late at night. If I want to get up in the morning early, I can get up early in the morning. I like to be able to be flexible where I can do things, you know. But it has to be in the area that's at least near my cell phone provider.
Why, you can always go get another cell phone company. That's the least of your worries.
Then I have to go ahead and turn in that device, or I have to, or the Wi-Fi, if that doesn't exist there.
She has a big garden. Well, she doesn't want to live with anybody. She wants to live on her own. And the problem is she can't afford any apartments by herself because they're too much money. So I don't know what Michelle's going to do.
Because it is giving me claustrophobia, for one thing.
Yes, but you would have your own bedroom. You
That's
wouldn't
the
have
only
a bed.
place I have. But the rest of the apartment still stinks like a gym locker.
You're not listening to me. You would have your own bedroom in this place where she's saying you could live for $700.
Well, I still have to meet the person, see if we can even get along.
Yeah, she can't move in there. And what if she don't get along with this person? First of all, she has to see if she gets along with this person before she decides to move in, especially moving many, 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 many miles away from Winston.
Yeah, because there would be no support people.
She don't have no friends out there. I wouldn't be around there. She couldn't come. She has to get along with this person. She's 70 years old. This lady's 70 years old.
Great, so what if she kicks the bucket? Then the next thing you know what, I'm stuck with the apartment all by myself.
What if she kicks the bucket and she's stuck with the place all by herself?
How much is the rent then?
How much is the rent if she has to keep the place herself? She said, never mind.
Babe, you can't afford it.
Tiger, no, because you want to live on your own. And the lady's 70 years old. She could die tomorrow.
Anybody could die tomorrow.
They can, but when you're up there in age, you got less years.
I mean, that's old. She's almost as old as Jim. And that's another thing. Remember, guys, we are living under a landlord and his wife that are elderly citizens.
It is difficult with her with Ed around to keep her independent. If Ed was a better roommate, he doesn't help her with anything. He doesn't clean up after himself. He doesn't give her any money towards the bills. All he wants her to do is do this, Michelle, do this, Michelle, do that, Michelle. You can't stream now because I'm tired. You can't do this now because it's too early in the morning.
Oh, he lets me stream the morning show, but the problem is the night shows get messed up because he gets involved in the night shows even when he says he doesn't want to be. And then I have to listen to him complain, why are you talking about this? Why are you talking about that? Well, I don't know what to say, it's just,
The woman is fit for 70 and goes dancing every Thursday.
Go dancing every Thursday.
I don't know why, okay, this is the question, I don't understand why Michelle brought Ed down here in the first place. Because he needed his license renewed. So he renewed his license. She should have sent him back to Florida in March. She should have sent him back to Florida the next month and said bye-bye.
Should have, but it didn't, so...
You said, I want him here. Now let's talk to Jimmy, and you should have just sent him back. You should have just said, Ed, you gotta go back.
Well,
I don't want a roommate, you gotta go back.
Right. Since it's easier for me to move and not start a fight, it's just easier for me to walk out and then have him just take over the place and him figure it out.
Well, he can't afford nothing, so Jimmy would do an eviction on his ass.
Well, that's not my problem. Jimmy originally agreed to charge him $400 a month.
Jimmy is not going to take $400 all by himself. Jimmy will not take $400. You think Jimmy's going to take that much of a loss? You're crazy.
I agree with you.
And nobody's going to want to live with Ed unless you smell and are just...
And if I turn in the keys and I tell Jimmy when I'm turning in the keys, I wonder what he would do then.
Well, that's Ed's problem. He probably will go get an eviction.
I don't think Ed really understands what he's doing to me. I don't think he has any idea.
I don't think that Ed should be living on his own, period, because I think Ed is borderline slow, really slow.
I think so too. Doesn't have his...
He can't even turn on a computer. He can't even do anything by himself.
I mean, he can turn the computer on, but he's always like, Michelle, you type my password. It's so easy. It's like, it's your favorite band of the year they were formed. Duh. He knows the answer. He just doesn't know how to do capital letters. I was like, wait, you don't know how to do capital letters?
Well, you want to know something? He can't really do anything for himself. He should have been in an assisted living home all of his life.
But Stan suggested. Yeah, well, unfortunately, there was no assisted living for him because he doesn't have any money to pay for one of those places.
Insurance in the state of Connecticut will not pay for an assisted living place because
they'll give all the money to illegals, but they won't give it to him.
You should give the money to Ed when he's a lazy, no-good son of a bitch. Oops, sorry.
I'm going to go get a refill of my coffee.
Ed shouldn't get any help. I hate to tell you, he should just go in a nursing home.
He should. We're just getting an apartment in an assisted living place.
He can't get an assisted living, Michelle. You know how much assisted living places cost? Like $2,000 a month. There is no way Ed can get...
For some reason, he can't figure out how to hold on this shift key on the keyboard.
No, he can't do capital letters. He really needs to be in a nursing home. Really seriously needs to be in a nursing home. Actually, I think he needs to be in a freaking handicapped home, if you want to ask my opinion. But I have no say over him. He can't live in an assisted living place because the insurance won't pay for it. They will not pay for it. The insurance in the state of Connecticut does not pay for assisted living homes. And you can't live in a nursing home. You have to be like, really not be able to take care of yourself that much to live in a nursing home. You have to be about 85% incapable of taking care of yourself. Ed can do stuff for himself. He just chooses not to. He chooses not to. Ed can get up and walk. He just got up, took his walker this morning and walked to the bathroom. I saw him for myself. He's just lazy and doesn't want to do anything. Michelle should have never let him stay.
Too late.
Too late now, but you should have never let him stay.
Well, I knew it when he first came back. He was much more together than he is now.
Well, I'll have to admit that when he first came back, he was gun-ho. He would walk to the package store. He would walk back home. He would do shit, and now he does nothing. For 6 months, he just laid around in the bed and did nothing. All winter long.
All it is bitch, 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 bitch.
For 6 months, that's all he did all winter long was lay around. He did nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
All it does is bitch, 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 bitch. And I don't like that. I can't deal with that kind of people very long. I can deal with it for a short time. But it makes me really depressed, and then I get all upset, and it's like...
I don't know why the nurse is not doing anything. You want to know the truth, Tiger Kitty? I was there one day when the nurse came there. Ed said I could stay in the room because I wanted to hear what this nurse had to say. She said, oh, absolutely. You shouldn't be taking a bath with your condition because if you fall down, it's bad news. She told him to take a sponge bath.
Well, this is fine.
No, it's not fine because he stinks.
I know, but you still can use cleaners in a sponge bath.
He doesn't even take a sponge bath. He's a liar.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't even sponge bath. He doesn't even go in the bathroom, take a bucket or something, and sponge bath himself. He doesn't do nothing. He claims that he cleans up. Yeah, okay. That's why one time he smelled so bad I wanted to puke.
I want out of there.
Well, Michelle wants out of there, and she's about ready to go to a hotel. Take her computer stuff.
If I could find one that's not too expensive, that's the...
She's ready to take her computer stuff and go to a hotel.
Problem is, once you put a green cat in there, it's going to add to the price. Especially since Rusty's an indoor-outdoor cat. You know...
I really don't think that the nurse gives too high orders. I think the nurse just wants to get paid and leave.
Yeah.
I don't really think that nurse gives two shits. You can't see that his socks are that black, then your eyes are worse than Michelle's.
You can see that. Problem is Ed, so, I mean, what he needs a nurse that's like a drill sergeant for the Marine Corps.
He needs a nurse that says, you're going to do this, this, and this.
And you're going to do this.
And you're going to go and take and change your clothes. You're going to go in that bathroom where your arms...
And you're going to go ahead and you're going to go to the laundromat.
He needs someone that... He
needs someone who really can push him hard to get things done.
He really needs someone that would say, I'm not leaving here until you got clean clothes on.
Right. I agree.
He needs someone that says, I'm going to be behind this door, and I'm giving you 20 minutes, 10 minutes, because I know that you got issues. So I'll give you a little time to get dressed. I'll give you 10 minutes. You better have clean socks on and clean clothes on before I leave. No, this nurse seems, oh well, I'll change your bandage. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
She stays for what?
Okay, forget assisted living. Why don't you apply for subsidized apartments? What state? See, now we're back to the same thing. What state? I'm really sick of Connecticut anyway. I'm sick of Connecticut's bullshit. You know,
Yeah, she would have been in an assisted living apartment or an elderly disabled apartment stand, because I filled one out in 3 years ago. 3 years ago, mind you, I couldn't move in there because it wasn't just me and my husband anymore, it was my daughter. It took me only 9.5 months to get into an assisted living, not assisted living, 9.5 months to get in the disabled and elderly housing.
disabled housing.
The only reason I couldn't move in, like I just said, was because of my daughter. They don't allow kids there. Well, it only took me 9.5 months to get in there. So whoever's telling her this bull crap that it takes 2 months to get in there, 2 years, it's full of crap. I know people that got in there in less than a year. They gave me 9.5 months it took me, and I was going to have a place. But I had to turn it down because I had my daughter, because it's disabled and elderly housing, and it's not regular low income. It's for the disabled that are on disability and the elderly.
There are housing complexes for
low income, all types of
people with families.
Yes, but this one I was trying to get into, this is before I had my daughter,
Right.
is the place you guys are recommending, Michelle, which is low income and disabled housing. I can't move into one of them. I tried, but because I have a kid, they don't allow kids. I can go put my name on the low income list out of all the low income places they have, but those have a waiting list, but I think I'm going to do that. I am going to fill out a couple of them at least and try.
I mean, the thing is, I mean, since I don't want to live in the state of Connecticut, in order to get into some of these other complexes in other states, you have to have residency.
Hey, is that nurse wearing a mask when she comes in your house?
What's that?
Is the nurse wearing a mask when she comes in your house? Tell her to take the mask off, she'll smell the smell.
No, she just wears it the whole time, so. Why has this come up today? Well, it didn't do anything wrong. It's just that I looked out the kitchen and it looked like hell again. And then
you know what? She's getting aggravated because it took all this time and I helped her with some of it. I didn't help her with all of it. She did clean the kitchen herself, but I helped her with some of this. And all our work that we took all this time to do.
And asks me, he said, do you and Krista can organize the freezer and throw food out that we don't eat? I'm like, yeah, we can do that.
But why should we? Why can't he sit on a chair and help us?
But the problem is it's not just throwing the food out in. The refrigerator needs to be totally washed down, inside and outside. And then we need to sweep underneath the refrigerator. So it's not just... No. She cleaned her apartment. She did wash her floor. She had the kitchen all nice and clean. I didn't help her with that. I did a little bit help her one time. She cleaned the kitchen. She cleaned her living room looked a lot better and clean. Her bedroom was cleaner. Well, maybe Krista can help me talk to Ed, but I got a feeling it's giving me like talking to a wall.
It doesn't matter if I talk to Ed because he's just going to yell and scream at me and I'm not going to put up with it.
I don't want to put up with it either, so I want to get the hell out.
I don't want to put up with it because if I go to help her clean any of the house, I told her by the end of the day it's not going to even look like we cleaned it. She had that living room looking nice. We cleaned it. We put all of Ed's trains in the closet. She cleaned it all up. It looked nice. She cleaned the kitchen up. It looked nice. We cleaned the closet that we cleaned. He shoved all his stuff back in there, and now she can't find any of her stuff.
Right, in the closet alone, including the will form that Stan wanted me to go ahead and...
She was going to do that with me today, but we can't even find that because she put it in the closet.
And because we got to sign on to the website to get the PDF document, I got to get the code so I can go ahead to the website to get the code and so I can do the will. But Now I gotta keep searching. You know.
Hey, she said, look up, John Heyman said, look up places in Charleston, South Carolina, where Tiger Kitty is moving to. If you move there,
Well, Tiger Kitty, you willing to work with me for a while anyway?
Tiger Kitty probably would help you out. She probably would. You live in your own place. She lives in her own place. But I'm sure if you needed a ride and you paid her gas money like you did, like I do, you do me, she would give you rides.
Yeah.
I'm sure that she would do that. She seems like a nice person like me. I don't know her in person. But she seems like she would be willing to do what I do, help you with rides to the store and stuff.
Yeah. South Carolina. Okay, said,
I don't need
I need her not to dox me. I'm not going to dox you.
Why do you think Michelle doxes people? What do you mean she doxes people?
She's talking about with my address is advertised in my videos and things like that.
She won't advertise. She's not going to advertise her address no more.
We don't even do that anymore. We stopped doing that around 2019.
She's not going to advertise her address, and she shouldn't even tell anybody what state she lives in. She should get a
I think they'll figure that out eventually.
She should get a P.O. box and have everything shipped to the P.O. box and not her house.
Especially Oodles Noodles will figure it out for sure. Lazier than Michelle. Lazy than me? You think I'm lazy?
No, he said Tiger Kitty is lazy. Tiger Kitty, Ed is lazier than Michelle. Even when I visited him at the rehab, he told me how he told the therapist he didn't want to do PT right away. He was tired. After laying in bed for 4 days, what the F? Ed is just a waste of space and air.
Now you understand, guys, why I really seriously...
Hey, do you know that what he told me and Michelle today? He told me and Michelle that he told the nurse that, well, why should I go outside? What is the reason? There's nothing to do in this town. He doesn't even want to go for a little walk, like I said, and sit at the town green and just get some air and then walk back home.
He's so lazy, he doesn't even want to do anything.
He doesn't even do half of what Michelle does. At least Michelle...
You know what? I'll tell you a secret. If I can get outside and have access to a garden hose, that's exactly how he's going to get a shower. With his clothes on.
Well, Michelle can't even... Michelle, at least she goes and walks down to McDonald's and walks to Cumberland Farms.
Yeah.
He doesn't even do that.
And we could go to the park too. I walk to the park once in a while.
He can go to the park, which is not that far from his house. He can take his time and go to the park, but he refuses to do anything. He doesn't even hardly go out on the porch.
Right. He's depressed. He's depressed. He's got severe depression. He doesn't want to admit it. Oh, this is the same thing I do. Stares at the computer all day.
I don't know why she won't put her name on the disabled in housing list. I have no idea. I did. But the reason I can't get in is what I told you. They don't allow kids there. But I am putting my name on, I do have my name on one of the low-income places in Torrington. But I'm going to put my name on the one here in Winston. And I will have my name in another one. I am getting the applications to fill them out. Yes, it may take 2 years, but I'm going to put my name on the list.
Right now, there's such a shortage of housing. That is real. That's not me saying that.
But, Michelle, you got to put your name on the list. You don't even put your name on the
But
list.
what town do I want to go to? That's the thing. I'm not going to just throw my name on a town list willy-nilly if I don't want to go to that town.
Well, at least it's a place to live. You can't complain.
Right. Well, the thing is
I think you would be much happier even if it was in the same town away from Ed. And he don't know exactly where you live.
I mean, I could always go to Windsor Corner if I really wanted to.
No, you don't want to live near Patty DeMar.
I know she does. What I'm saying is The problem with that place is it's got terrible T-Mobile service up there.
You're all worried about your cell phone service. Forget your cell phone service, Michelle. Why is that an important thing? Having a place to live is more important than your cell phone service.
I really need a different...
I don't know why you're worried about your cell phone service or what you're going to have for internet. Worry about a place to live that you can afford. Who cares about your internet? There's many cell phone companies out there. You go get another cell phone company.
Well, the thing is number one, well, this phone is unlocked for T-Mobile, and this phone is unlocked for T-Mobile. I knew MiFi, unless they want to pay up the full $3.99 in cash, it's still locked to T-Mobile because I'm supposed to be starting the plan next month.
You can always give them the goddamn thing back. Go with a different cell phone company. You don't need T-Mobile. You need to get away from Ed in a place you can afford. You're making 900 excuses up, Michelle.
Oh, you know.
Oh, I don't want to switch my cell phone company. Oh, my internet company. Oh, this, oh, that. You're worried about the stupid internet and the stupid cell phone company more than you're worrying about a place to live away from Ed, who's driving you insane.
I know. So why don't we
You're making 900 excuses.
Why don't we call
I can go, I can move, I can get another cell phone. I'll find a way to get a cell phone. My mental health and my well-being is far more important than a cell phone, than internet service, than anything else. My well-being is more important than a cell phone service, trust me. I would not live with Ed for 1 hour. My well-being is more important.
Well, all right.
Hello,
so
who is
why
this?
don't we go ahead?
Hello? Hello?
Why don't we go ahead and call the Lakeside Motel after this show and see what they find?
Your well-being is much more important than what cell phone service is going to get service. You can always go and get another cell phone. That's fact. You can always get another cell phone. There's always an internet company somewhere. Don't worry. You're worried about the stupidest things in the world. Isn't your mental health and your sanity more important than a damn cell phone?
Yes, I know that. But I can't afford to get stuck with a breach of contract either.
Oh my God.
So let's say, for example, I decide to go with, say, Verizon.
Why do you have to
I
go?
still have to pay the $3.99 or the monthly EIP, and I still have to pay the $14 a month, even if I didn't have T-Mobile.
You know what, everybody, just forget about it because she's not gonna move. She's not gonna do anything. She's been saying this for
All
years.
I'm saying is that they have to allow cats and there has to be access to my T-Mobile tower. That's all I said. Boom. T-Mobile now covers a large portion of the country, so that should be no problem. I've seen the coverage maps.
My cell phone service would be the least of my worries. My sanity would be what would worry me. If I'm going cuckoo because of somebody, I'm getting the hell out of there as fast as I can. I'll figure something out.
Well, after we're done with the show, we'll call the Lakeside Motel and find out if there is openings. And if worse comes worse, we can call Hotel Siberia. Good God. There is T-Mobile in Hotel Siberia, but it's only 2G. But, that's the only thing I can suggest.
Yeah, there's good news today. The weather's nice outside. A motel is $1,000 a month.
Yeah. Well, right now, since my SIM chip's in that phone, I can't call him right now. So I have to call him from that phone, or I have to call him. So you guys understand now why I get so frustrated.
Well, my situation is all right for now. I'm not living with somebody that's nasty, disgusting, and driving me nuts.
Yeah.
And my rent is pretty cheap for what it is, but I still can go on low income. But my rent is pretty cheap. I don't have the situation Michelle is. I don't live where there's bugs. where there's a nasty, disgusting person, where somebody's bringing me down, making me feel mentally
Yeah,
cuckoo.
motel is too much money, but unfortunately, it's the only thing I can think of in the short term.
Yes, because if she lives in a motel, you don't have to pay a security deposit. All they want is their $1,000.
But that also means that I can't move until August because I repaid my rent.
I understand that, but at least you would have an idea.
Any good news today? Well, let's see. Anything besides this?
Any
The
good
Georgia
news?
Guidestones were blown up by
That's not good
some
news.
terrorists, but also later on the state of Georgia had to bulldoze them down because they felt they were going to fall and hurt somebody.
That's not good news.
Well, some would say it is because that was a major globalist monument that was torn down.
So what's everybody up to today? Is your weather nice where you guys are living? It's nice here today.
National Donut Day. I don't know anything about Donut Day, but the thing is...
When is National Donut Day? There is a National Donut Day. There's a National Coffee Day, a National Donut Day.
Is it a National Piss Day?
Is there a National Throw It?
How
Hey,
about National Mucus Special?
no, is there a National Throw It Away Day?
In other words, there's days for almost everything.
Michelle, what's your favorite donut is what Gianni wants to know. Boston cream,
I
right?
don't know. I like a lot of different kind of donuts.
What's your favorite?
The ones that so Cumberland Farms that have the white cream filling in them.
Oh, that's Boston cream.
No, not the Boston cream. The other kind. There's two of them. The Boston cream is good too, but this is the other kind. It's got like a white frosting that's in the donut.
Oh, she likes the one with the white frosting in the donut. But she also likes the Boston cream. Well, if I have donuts, I don't know, I like Boston cream, but I'm trying to stay away from all that stuff because I lost a lot of weight.
I like
Well, I
crispy
didn't lose
cream
a lot
donuts
of
too.
weight, but I
But,
lost 23 pounds, so
and that's another thing too, another reason why I really gotta get away from the stress because my cortisol levels. But the thing is when I was by myself, I was starting to lose weight.
well, I lost 23 pounds by cutting out
I
all
have no
fake
idea.
sugar, not eating as much, and drinking flavored water with not the fake sugar in it, and I only have one coffee a day, and I don't add any sugar to it. If I use flavored creamer, I don't add no sugar to
I
it.
remember when you told me when Eddie was coming home, I was at Cumberland Farms, it was like my whole world was fell right through fell through the table.
So I lost 23 pounds.
Because
And
I was really, really, really
just by
devastated.
cutting out sugar and eating less. I'm not on a strict diet. I just eat less and I cut out sugar.
Okay.
I eat less and cut out sugar, and I did lose 23 pounds because I know how I lost 23 pounds because I went to the doctors and they weighed me. And I'm 23 pounds lighter. And then
Well, I'm trying to cut sugar too, but I'm not doing a very good job at it because Ed's basically. See, what happened was that when Krista told me Ed was coming back, I was sitting at Cumberland Farms and I was going to start doing the show. And then she called me.
well, I'm not fasting. What I do is I eat
And
my...
then you saw how fast the attitude changed in the phone call.
Well, I'm not fasting. What I do is I eat my breakfast. Then I don't eat anything until lunchtime. Then I don't eat anything until dinner time. And if I do have to have some kind of a snack in between, I try to like have something that is better for you,
John, I don't disagree with you, but the thing is,
like fruit and vegetables and stuff like that. But I usually just eat my main meals, eat smaller portions, and I drink one coffee a day with no sugar. I used to have
Because
3
when-
sugars in there. Hold on.
in my case, and you probably do remember this from before it came back, is I was losing weight.
And also I drink the flavored water. I don't drink the one with the fake sugar. The one you can buy that is close to you making it yourself.
I'm like, Krista, did you agree that I was losing weight?
She was doing better. She did stop eating as much. when Ed wasn't there, she did stop. She wasn't eating as much.
And I was walking more too.
And she was at least going every other day to down to at least as far as Cumberland Farms and back.
Tell them what happened the day that you called me
Oh,
when
the
Ed
day
came back
that
and
I
I was at
called her
Cumberland
to
Farms.
tell her that Ed was coming back, man, did she get somber. Sad.
Let's put it this way. When I heard Krista say that Ed's coming back, my heart fell to the floor. It was like, oh shit, now I'm going to deal with that problem again, you know. Why didn't they just go ahead and give him this train ticket and get him the hell out of here?
Because they cannot pay for a train ticket. They are not going to pay for a train ticket, Michelle.
But
It's not their obligation.
But they can send illegals to all these different states and they can't pay for one train
They're
ticket.
not going to pay for a train ticket, Michelle. It's not their obligation.
It's not their obligation to send illegals to
What
the
is
states.
him being in the rehab? What does that have to do with illegals?
What I'm saying is, if they can apply illegals from to different states, why couldn't they give one man a train ticket to go to another state?
He doesn't want to spend his money. He had over $800 in his pocket. What did he do with it? Piss it away on beer.
Pretty much.
So that's his problem. You keep making 900 excuses for Ed.
I am?
Yes, you are, Michelle. You want them to pay for his train ticket when he had a month's worth
What
of...
I mean is that the staff of that stupid rest home could have easily arranged for him to get to the train station, and then
It's not their obligation to find him a ride to the train station. It is not their obligation to pay for a train ticket. Ed had all of his disability money. Take his disability money and stop pissing it away on beer and pay for his own train ticket. It's nobody's responsibility to get him nowhere. How did he get there before?
That's the reason why I gotta get the hell out of
No, you're making excuses up for Ed just like you're making excuses up for yourself. Oh, I can't go here because of my cell phone service. I can't go here because of my internet.
It's a little bit minor, but the thing is, it's not minor. It's the fact is my house smells like a dirty gym locker room. Do you realize how much
I understand that, but you could do something about it, but you won't.
Trying to tell this guy to wash the damn house and clean the floor and try to bring his laundry to the laundry.
You can just tell Jimmy that this is not working out between me and Ed, and you have to do something. And if he doesn't, you have to find an alternative place to go.
Right. So then maybe you and I should try calling Jimmy later on the phone here. Because this is not working for me. I can't live like that. I don't like living in a dirty place. I can only tolerate so much.
Well, I don't know, but I gave you my advice, and I don't know, you're not taking my advice.
Now you know why I want to get back into therapy. If I can get into therapy.
Do you know what, Michelle? You should have realized Ed was not going to go nowhere. When he came back to your apartment, he has no plans on saving any money up. No plans whatsoever. None. He's going to drink himself till he dies in your bed.
He comes in the apartment every day. Every time he picks up the rent, Johnny, he comes in to pick up the rent check. He sees what the place looks like.
Ed is not going to save any money up. I don't care if I said, hey, Ed, give me $200, I'll save it in a safe for you until you have enough money to go to Florida. He makes 900 excuses. He ain't moving neither. He's going to die in your bed.
I mean, and Ed's going to get defensive about it.
He's going to get defensive about it and telling us that we're telling him what he should do with his money.
And he's going to sit there and gaslight me and give me all this bullshit. And then it's like, but he doesn't understand or he doesn't care. And say, if I said to him, look, Ed, this place smells bad. This place is grubby.
We already said that in front of him, that it smells and he don't give a shit.
No, it doesn't.
This morning we told him this place stinks.
And it does.
And he doesn't give a shit. And I told you, Ed's gonna die there. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't saving no money. He's gonna drink himself to death and die there.
Right, but I don't have to be around to collect his remains. I'm not going to do that.
Jimmy doesn't give one iota about anything. He just wants his money. They don't give a shit as long as the money's coming in. I know. They don't give a shit. Trust me.
There's no way I can afford to pay $1,400 or $1,200 to Jimmy.
I don't think Jimmy would charge you $1,200 if you lived on your own.
No, he doesn't, but the thing is, they're saying he's paying Ed's share of the rent and throw him out. I can't do that. I don't have a rental agreement with Jimmy for Ed. Ed has his own agreement with Jimmy.
He can't throw Ed out. Ed has a legal address there. He gets his mail there.
And he has a separate rental agreement with the landlord.
He gets his mail there, and he has his license there. If Michelle tries to throw him out, she will be in a world of trouble.
Right, because
she cannot
throw Jimmy and Ed. They have their own agreement.
The only person that can throw Jimmy out or Ed out is Jimmy. He would have to evict him.
Because he has a separate rental agreement with Jimmy than me.
Yes, he does not rent from Michelle. He rents from Jimmy.
He's not subletting from me at all.
He's not renting from Michelle. He's renting from Jimmy. Michelle doesn't collect his rent. Jimmy does.
Right.
$500 in 1 month.
Right now it says Michelle.
Yeah, I think maybe you should do that.
Thanks to baby Jesus. Lloyd's of London insures people like Ed. I don't know what that means. Threaten Jimmy that you can't live. It's not a threat. Except just remember what Donald Trump said. Don't make threats if you're not ready to back them up. Because if you make a threat and it falls through, then you're screwed, okay? That's just it. So
he gets his mail there. His license are in that address. Jimmy is the only one that can throw him out. Michelle did not rent to Ed. Jimmy did not say.
I don't think Judge Judy would even touch this case. Seriously. I don't think Judge Judy would touch this case. This is too gross for even Judge Judy to sit there and listen to.
I don't know, that's why she's thinking of going to a hotel even though it's more expensive.
That's the reason why I tell your kitty, if you want to talk to Jimmy with me and Krista, I can try to patch us all three together on the phone, but we wouldn't do it through the studio.
But I don't think that Jimmy's going to do a darn
I
thing
don't think
about
he's going
it.
to do anything either.
I think it's just a waste of your time. He just wants the money. He don't care.
I'm sure Jimmy could find some other stinky, dirty tenant to live with Ed. A hotel wouldn't be fun, but it would be a way to at least get out of there.
It'd be some peace and quiet.
And if I understand it correctly, under the state of Connecticut, a hotel is not considered housing, so you could get assistance to get housing assistance for the state. I don't know how that would work. At least it used to be that way. You could.
But also, all she has to have is her $1,000. She doesn't have to have security. And that's everything included.
And that's also assuming there is a room available, which is still something we would have to look into. So before I start basically giving Jimmy ultimatums, I better have that room secured. Because otherwise, you know what I'm saying?
So then you gotta wait until August. Because you already paid Jimmy your rent.
Right. So what I could do is reserve a room ahead of time.
I don't know if they'll reserve a room. They'll probably tell you when you have the money, call me. Guarantee you they're not going to reserve a room for somebody that don't got the money.
Right, and I don't got much money coming in July either.
You're just making up excuses. You want to live like that and drive yourself to the point of craziness, go right ahead. You're coming up with a lot of excuses. You wouldn't have to pay a light bill. You don't pay fees.
I know that.
$1,000 includes all that in there.
Right, because your electric bill is going to be about $150 again. You know that, right? So that's $950. And then you add in the home phone, that's another $40.
How would she eat meals? I don't know how she would eat meals, but she would figure
No,
that
it's not a
out.
microwave.
They have a microwave. She could microwave. She could buy frozen meals and microwave them.
Or I can buy things that don't need cooking.
She can buy things that come out of a can, like Spam. She can buy stuff that don't need really a lot of cooking. She can buy frozen meals.
Yeah. So you see, guys, that's the thing that we all kind of agreed. John Heyman said this years ago, get out of there. And I've been saying I would be considering it, and I have been considering it. Then Ed moves in, and then he told
No,
me,
I think you're just afraid to leave, Michelle. You're just afraid for some reason you're afraid.
well, I am afraid to leave. There is a valid reason why. Number one, this location does have its advantages.
Oh my God, you can find another location that has its advantages too. You just gotta look.
Right, but it's harder when you don't have an ability to drive a car. You have to depend on other people to help you.
Well, you're gonna have to use mass transit because every place has mass transit. Most major cities or most places
most
that
major
are
cities do, yeah.
yes, a lot of places have mass transit. Come on, Winston does, and we're not that big of a town. A bus from Torrington comes here three times a day.
Yeah.
You have a way to get around.
Yeah, I could take that bus from that motel back here, pick up shit, bring things over there. But the computers are so heavy, it'll take you and Ray to get them up there.
Huh?
And they're always only about the size of my bedroom, maybe a little bit bigger than that.
No, it's bigger than you. A little bit bigger than your bedroom because it can fit 2 double beds.
Yeah.
It can fit 2 double beds. I've been in there. It can fit 2 double beds, so it's bigger than your bedroom, Michelle. Yes, it is.
Are you kidding? The place is literally full.
A shithole, she's trying to say. She's trying to be nice.
I know.
The kids
The
before...
kitchen, oh yeah, that's another issue I have talked to Jimmy about over and over again and fell on deaf ears.
Jimmy is not going to do anything until you move out, Michelle. He fixes the apartments up once, and if you stay there for 30 years, you don't do nothing. Nothing. You got the word. I got a bad landlord. My landlord ain't half as bad as yours. At least my landlord will come in and at least make an attempt. Even if it ain't perfect, he does a lot better than Jimmy. I ain't taking no baloney because there's ways to get the hell out of there. Save your money up and leave. You're just making excuses. Oh, the cell phone. Oh, the internet. Oh, this.
Have you
Oh,
also
that.
noticed that one thing is obvious that Jimmy still fills that building up really well with new people?
Michelle, he fills them up really well with new people because you want to know something? He sucks them in. Do you know when he usually moves these
Because he's
people?
cheap.
No. You know when he moves these people in, Michelle? Usually in October.
Right.
When there's no cockroaches out because it's winter time and the cockroaches don't come out. And he gets them sucked in. And he gets these poor people
That's what I meant.
that they see that.
They have no place to go.
Wait, they see that heat's included, and that's a big expense off their back.
And that's why I moved in originally.
And he gets them sucked in, and he acts like he's this Mr. Wonderful, nice guy, because that's what he appears. He's so wonderful.
Well, that's how I moved in there in the first place.
Then you get sucked in, and then he knows you got nowhere to go because you don't got no money because you just used all your money. He's an asshole. I live there. I wouldn't move back in there if you paid me to move back in there. If you told me you were going to give me money to move back in there, I wouldn't move back in there. I wouldn't live in Jimmy's place if you paid me. You couldn't pay me $1,000 a month to live there. If you
And
told
that's the
me,
worst thing is
if
you
you,
just need
I
to
wouldn't
fix
even,
anything
if somebody
else.
told me they were going to pay my rent to live in Jimmy's place, I wouldn't move in Jimmy's place. It's not just because I have my daughter. I wouldn't move in Jimmy's place. I wouldn't live there never again. I'd rather be homeless before I
He's a
live
slumlord that
there.
lives in the building, so he's an on-site slumlord.
He does have, he can live there if he wants to. He has, apartment 2 is his.
So he's an on-site slumlord. I don't know if that's any better. Well, trust me, I think roaches are a little bit better than black ants. Because
No, they're not.
We used to have black ants in that building, and the roaches moved them, and the main people from Honduras moved in. And we never got rid of them since. All of a sudden, all the black ants were gone.
I would never live in Jimmy's building in all my life. I'd rather live in my car. But I can't do that because I have a daughter. But if it came down to it, if I had didn't have a 3-year-old, before I ever live in Jimmy's building again, I would be homeless. I would live in my car. I would not live with another cockroach a day in my goddamn freaking life. I would rather be homeless than live in Jimmy's building. Right? Trust me.
Well, that was originally what Jimmy was going to do. Why he changed the plan and decided not to move it into apartment 2 is beyond me. But the thing is,
You can't, no, Michelle said, no. Michelle, my husband said you can't live in apartment 2. The toilet's off the ground. There's no toilet in there.
okay, so how does Jimmy do anything then?
Jimmy don't live there. Do you see him living there?
So what's Jimmy doing in the bathroom too?
The toilet's off the fountain, the toilet's off the, I don't know what he was doing. You don't have a toilet in there. You can't live in there. Jimmy doesn't live in there. He just stores his stuff.
I said they're better than black ants. They don't get in the sugar, which is true.
Yes, but Michelle, they were in your cereal.
Oh, they get in other things too. So
That's
maybe,
gross. That is fucking gross, Michelle.
you ever eaten cereal with ants? I have.
Ew, Michelle, that's gross.
I know it's gross, but the truth is neither one is better. It's just the reality of it. Well, that's another thing too. Is there illegal drug dealing going on in that building? If there is, and we wonder if there is.
If there is, she's not doing it out of the apartment.
I'm not doing that in my apartment.
No, apartment 6, I
But then
don't.
if the police ever do find out, they're going to use eminent domain and seize that place.
I don't think that apartment 6 is doing it in the house. I think that she's doing it outside the house. If you're smart enough, you don't sell drugs in your house where you live. Fucking A, man, you that stupid? Michelle, you never sell drugs where you live.
Wait, what, Stan? Tell Jimmy to
MicheleMarieDalene.
have my estranged wife stop calling me and texting me her pictures. Why would Milka be sending her pictures?
Yeah, why would Milka be sending you pictures? What? MicheleMarieDalene tells Jimmy to have his estranged wife stop calling me and sending
I
me
just read it
pictures.
to you.
I'm busy hustling and making money right now. I don't want to settle down right now. Why would she be sending you pictures?
That's the part, Stan, you never told me that before. Why would Milka be sending me pictures?
Yeah, why would Milka be sending you pictures of herself? I didn't know that she even had your telephone number.
I never gave her Stan's number.
I don't even know your number, Stan. I never gave you,
I know Milka's number.
I only know Jimmy's number.
I know both numbers.
But she would never give your number out unless you said so.
Stan, text me the phone number that you're getting the pics from, and then I'll tell you if it's Milka's number or somebody else's.
Because I know what Milka looks like, so if you think you're getting pictures from
And when you
Milka,
show us the pictures, we can tell you right away if it's really from Milka or from somebody else.
Darnell, I don't grow my hair long. For the
I don't know anything about what the person's doing, but I'm going to be seeing my doctor on the 18th or 11th on
Hey.
Monday at Community Health.
At
I'm going to
11:15.
talk to that doctor and ask him if they can get me case management because I want to get the hell out of there. That I will do because this is getting to be ridiculous.
Well, the reason I don't grow my hair out is because it's really thick and it's really hot in the summertime and it makes me sweat really bad. That's the reason I don't grow my
They
hair
came
out.
from other apartments. Originally, there was a family from Honduras living in apartment 3, and another family living in apartment 4. That's when the cockroaches came in here.
But Jimmy didn't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would grow my hair because it makes me sweat. I have really thick hair. Can you see Darnell in the picture? I don't know if you can tell, but this is thinned out, but I have really thick hair. And man, in the heat, it makes you sweat. I really don't know. But Michelle can do what she wants. She's a grown woman. I'm just giving my opinion because I'm her friend and I care. But I can't force anyone to do anything that they don't want to do.
Do you think I'm avoiding your line of communication? Nicholas, do what the hell are you trying to say? I'm talking to Krista right here.
No, you're avoiding what I'm trying to say by making excuses up because you need your cell phone service. You're worried about your internet.
Well, you mentioned some of it, which is valid. There's fear factor. Okay, there is fear.
Oh, she's afraid to move.
Because I'm afraid I'm going to be getting into something even worse. Because of my income level. That's what it comes down to. I'm afraid I'm going to get into something worse.
He ain't gonna fumigate it. This has been going on for goddamn years. Everybody in this town of Winston knows that building has cockroaches in it. They stay away from it.
They also still rent an apartment in it too.
Well, he rents apartments because, Michelle, he gets people that are living month
Poor
to month.
and desperate.
People that are living month to month and are desperate.
Right.
They're desperate. I would never live in Jimmy's place again. Even if I didn't have my daughter, I would never live in that place again. I don't care how desperate I am, I'll live in my car first.
Well, Jimmy won't spend the money for that. But it's not Jimmy I'm really worried about. But of course his age and the fact he's getting up there in years, I do worry about that because what happens when he finally kicks the bucket?
And I think that he's gonna give Ghost, I think he's giving up soon.
Because he's not doing much better than that is physically, except he's still trying to keep active.
We can't get him out, people. Nicholas, we can't get him out because Michelle is not renting to Ed. Jimmy, the
That's a
landlord,
separate rental
renting.
agreement.
Jimmy, the landlord,
Has
is
a
the one.
separate rental
No,
agreement.
is the one that said that Ed could stay there. He has a separate rental agreement. Michelle is not collecting the $400. Michelle cannot do anything.
I can't even legally throw him out
If
because I don't.
If Jimmy does not want to evict Ed, he does not
He
have
can
to.
legally evict me and
He
and
can
still be
evict.
there.
He can evict Michelle and say, "Oh, Ed can
And then he
stay."
even said, if you try to throw Ed out, I'm throwing you out.
He said, "If you try to throw Ed out, I'm throwing you out." So
So if
Michelle,
I move out, then he's still stuck with Ed and he can't do anything except tell Ed to cough up the other 400.
yeah, or evict him because he can't afford the money. Which Michelle should have never told Ed he could stay and agreed to him staying. She should have sent him back to Florida after he renewed his license.
Guys, let's keep this within legal reasoning instead of disturbing the peace. Oh my God. That's not going to work. It didn't work with Noriega. It's certainly going to work with him.
Ed already said he is not going nowhere. Michelle cannot throw him out. He uses that as his legal stand. Michelle cannot throw him out because
The only thing I can do is leave.
the only thing that she can do is leave, and then Jimmy's going to have to deal with Ed on his own.
But the question is, where can I go that's safe? Because of another issue, which is noodles, which we keep getting noodles, don't we? But at least if I'm away from that apartment,
He won't know. You just can't tell him that you're living in, and you can't tell him you're not living in Winstead. You got to make him believe you're still in Winstead.
yeah.
If you make him believe you're still in Winstead, he's
Well,
gonna,
that's why I stream my tunnel there anyway.
that's why you don't give nobody your address.
Well, anyway.
Hey, did you know that if you put eye drops, you should give Ed some water and put eye drops in it. Tiger Kitty said it will kill him.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
Not the eye drops I use.
If you drink eye drops, it will kill you.
No, it will not.
Yes, it will, Michelle.
It depends on the eye drops. The levels, the ones I use in N-acetylcholine will not kill you. They even make a pill form of them. You can actually take, they have a pill form. It will not kill Ed.
It'll give you the run.
It might clear up his eyesight a little bit, but it won't actually kill him. Might give him a
You love me, Tiger Kitty? I just tell it like it is. I tell it like it is. And some people like me for that, and other people don't like me. I just tell it like it is. You don't like it? Oh well, don't talk to me.
Guys, I'm not going to go out there in the shooting spree shit either.
She's not, oh no, she's not going to do any of that. She's not crazy.
I just want to get away. And this is not a
He
new
said
conversation.
he said-
We've talked about it a couple times already this month.
You know, it doesn't matter if she took all the food and threw it away. Ed has food stamps, we'll just go buy
Actually, Ed
more.
wants us to throw it away.
Why does he want you to throw the food away?
He wants us to clean out the freezer.
What if it's still good?
Then he wants what's good, but he said the rest of the stuff that we don't use, throw it away or give it to Krista.
Well, geez, don't throw it away. I'll see if I like the damn food. You know, food is expensive to be throwing it in the trash.
He bought too much food. Too much frozen food.
Ed bought too much food. My God, you're gonna throw away food that costs money? I got a family to feed. I'll take the food, even though I'm on a diet. Geez, I got a husband and a kid that needs to eat. Oh, you're gonna throw away food like it don't cost nothing?
Oh, we got plenty of pasta.
Now Ed don't wants her to throw food away like they're made of money. This guy's crazy. Well, we got to get going because if you want to do this with cleaning out the freezer, because I have to leave by
Well, at least we
1:30.
can try, but the thing is, I also still want to try calling that lakeside motel and see what they say. So I got to put my SIM chip back in my other phone.
All right. Well, are we going to go now?
Because right now we're using the Android phone to stream to T-Mobile because McDonald's Wi-Fi would be seriously saturated because of all the troublemakers. If we were to use theirs, we're totally cripple the restaurant. So that's why we've been streaming with our Wi-Fi. Well, we can look through it. But like I
We
said,
can call the Lakeside Motel real quickly. All you got to do is say, how much would you charge if I stayed in one of your rooms for a month? I was thinking about an August staying there. I just want to get an idea how much you charge. It's only going to take you 5 minutes. Then we can go to your house and clean out the freezer.
listen to Tiger Kitty's message.
Stop doing things for Ed.
Fine, but we still need to make room somewhere. But then again, whatever, guys. Let me.
She's going to go and try to call Lakeside Motel just to get an idea.
I can't afford to go to Roadway Inn. I would love to go to Roadway Inn. That was a lot better.
But a roadway in is like
$2,700 a month.
$2,700 a month. Lakeside is only like 1,000.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that.
And if you did have the money to go to Roadway Inn, you also would have access to cross the road is
Big Y.
and they have pizzas there and some food.
Oh, and then you have access to Dollar General down the street.
Right, and you also have access to Home Depot.
No, Lowe's, not Home Depot.
Okay, Lowe's, right. That's right.
Then you have access to her bank is right across the street.
Right.
She would have access to a gas station down the road.
Yeah.
She has access to 2 coffee shops.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Well, she doesn't need that. We're not worried. But she would have a grocery store right across the street. She would have a Dollar General down the road. But she don't have the money for that.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, we're going to let you go. We should let you go.
Right, Kitty, I'm going to call you later on, too.
I got to go to the bathroom.
So right now, guys, I got to switch the SIM chip around, so everybody, I will talk to you later, okay? See you soon. Bye-bye.